My name is Claire Bennett. I'm 33 years old. 7 weeks ago, I sat at my parents' dining table during our annual Thanksgiving dinner while they showed everyone their Christmas card proof. 24 family members crowded around to see the glossy photo. My parents, my younger sister Olivia, her husband and their 2 children, all dressed in matching cream sweaters against a snowy backdrop. Someone asked, "Where's Claire?" My mother didn't even look at me when she said, "Oh, we decided to do just the immediate family this year. Claire has gained so much weight lately, and we want the card to look cohesive. You understand. We can't have her ruining the aesthetic." 24 witnesses heard my mother say I was too fat for the family Christmas card, but what they didn't know was that 2 days earlier, I'd received the advance copy of Women's Health magazine's January issue. The cover featured me in athletic wear, abs visible, arms strong, with the headline, "Claire Bennett, How This Former Plus-Size Woman Built a $12 million Wellness Empire." And what my parents really didn't know was that on December 23rd, when they hosted their annual Christmas party with 50 guests, the magazine would arrive in stores nationwide, and my cousin would walk in with a copy that would make my mother's champagne glass slip right out of her hand. Before I tell you what happened that night, please like and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy this story. Drop a comment. Where are you watching from and what time is it? I love connecting with you all. Now, let me take you back to where this really began. Growing up in Greenwich, Connecticut, I learned early that my body was always the problem. My family consisted of my father, a successful investment banker, my mother, who'd been a ballet dancer before marriage, my younger sister Olivia, who was naturally thin and graceful, and me, the daughter who was big-boned and husky and needed to watch her portions. Olivia brought home elegance. I brought home embarrassment. When I was 13, I made the honor roll for the 3rd consecutive semester. Straight A's in advanced classes. I showed my parents my report card, proud of my achievement. My mother glanced at it. "That's nice, Claire. Have you been doing the exercises I gave you? You're looking a bit puffy lately." That same week, Olivia placed 3rd in a local dance competition. Not 1st, not even 2nd. 3rd place in a small regional event. My parents threw a celebration dinner at an upscale restaurant, invited 30 people. My mother spent the entire evening showing everyone Olivia's trophy and photos from the performance. I told myself it was fine. Dance competitions were more visual than report cards. Even though I'd outperformed 300 other students and Olivia had beaten 12 dancers. At 16, I was a size 14. Not even that large, but in my mother's world, anything above a size 4 was unacceptable. She put me on my first diet, 1,200 calories a day, which was not enough for a growing teenager. I was hungry all the time. I started hiding food in my room, eating in secret, developing the kind of shame around food that would take years to undo. Meanwhile, Olivia was a size 0. She could eat whatever she wanted and stay thin. Genetics, metabolism, body type, none of it mattered to my mother. She just saw Olivia as success and me as failure. At 18, I got accepted to Boston University with a partial scholarship to study nutrition and public health. I wanted to understand wellness, to help people develop healthy relationships with food and exercise. My parents came to my high school graduation, but spent the entire ceremony whispering about my graduation gown. "It makes her look even bigger," my mother hissed to my father. They gave me a gym membership as a graduation gift. "Use this," my mother said. "College is where you could meet a husband, but not looking like this." 2 years earlier, when Olivia graduated high school with a 3.2 GPA and no college plans, they'd thrown her a party that cost $15,000. A live band, catered food, a custom cake, 200 guests. I told myself it was different. Olivia was celebrating the end of her education. I was just beginning mine. Over the next 4 years at BU, I learned something that changed my life. The problem wasn't my body. The problem was my mother's voice in my head telling me my body was wrong. I took classes in nutrition science, exercise physiology, behavioral psychology. I learned about health at every size, about how dieting actually makes most people gain more weight long term, about how shame and restriction create disordered eating. I stopped dieting, started moving my body in ways that felt good, hiking, swimming, yoga, instead of punishing it with exercise I hated. I ate when I was hungry. I stopped when I was full. I treated my body with respect instead of contempt. And something amazing happened. Not weight loss, at least not at first, but I felt better, stronger, healthier, more energetic. I graduated with honors and started working at a wellness center in Boston. I helped people develop sustainable, healthy lifestyles. No crash diets, no shame. Just science-based nutrition and joyful movement. My parents were disappointed. "You're helping other fat people accept themselves?" my mother said with disgust. "Claire, you should be helping people lose weight, not encouraging obesity." "I'm helping people be healthy," I corrected. "Health isn't determined by a number on a scale." She didn't understand. Didn't want to understand. Meanwhile, Olivia married Brad, whose family owned a chain of luxury hotels. She didn't work. She went to Pilates classes and charity luncheons. My parents were ecstatic. "Olivia married so well," my mother would say constantly. "Brad is from such a good family, and Olivia looks stunning in her size 2 dresses." Every family gathering became an Olivia appreciation session. Her new house in Darien, her vacation to St. Bart's, her perfect children who were already enrolled in the best preschools. I was happy for her, but I was also tired of being compared. 3 years ago, I started my own business, Bennett Wellness, online coaching, meal planning, fitness programming, all based on sustainable health rather than weight loss. I focused on helping women break free from diet culture and build genuine wellness. It started small, 10 clients, then 50, then 200. I hired other coaches, created an app, developed partnerships with gyms and nutritionists across the country. Within 2 years, Bennett Wellness had 15,000 active clients and was generating $4 million in annual revenue. I was making more money than I'd ever imagined. But more importantly, I was changing lives. Women who'd spent decades hating their bodies were learning to appreciate them. People who'd been on diets since childhood were finally eating without guilt. And somewhere along the way, my own body changed too. Not because I was trying to lose weight, but because I was treating myself well. Eating nutritious food most of the time, moving my body daily in ways I enjoyed, sleeping enough, managing stress. I lost about 60 pounds over 3 years, but more significantly, I gained muscle, energy, confidence, and peace with my body. I went from a size 14 to a size 6, but I was the same person, the same worth, the same value. My parents noticed, of course. Suddenly, I was acceptable. "Claire, you look wonderful," my mother gushed. "See what happens when you actually try?" I hadn't been trying to change my appearance. I'd been trying to be healthy. But she couldn't see the difference. Last year, Bennett Wellness got acquired by a major health and wellness corporation for $12 million. I stayed on as CEO, kept my coaches, maintained our philosophy. But now we had the resources to scale nationally. We launched in 47 states. Our app hit 1 million downloads. Major media outlets started calling for interviews. Then, 3 months ago, I got an email from Women's Health magazine. They wanted to feature me for their January issue. A cover story about building a wellness empire while rejecting diet culture. "We love your story," the editor said. "Former plus-size woman who found health without obsessing over weight loss, who built a business helping others do the same. It's exactly the message we want to send." They flew me to New York for the photo shoot. Professional hair and makeup, a team of photographers, 3 outfit changes. They photographed me in workout clothes, showing my strength rather than hiding my body. When I saw the cover proof, I cried. There I was, strong, confident, successful. The headline read, "Claire Bennett, How this former plus-size woman built a $12 million wellness empire. The issue was scheduled to hit stands on December 23rd. I didn't tell my family. They'd diminished every achievement I'd ever had. I wasn't giving them the chance to diminish this one. But then came Thanksgiving. 24 people at my parents' house. The usual crowd: aunts, uncles, cousins, Olivia and her family. After dinner, my mother brought out the Christmas card proof. She was so proud of it. Professional photographer, designer outfits, perfect lighting. My father, my mother, Olivia, Brad, and their 2 children. All thin, all blonde, all looking like a Ralph Lauren advertisement. My cousin Emma asked, "Where's Claire?" And my mother said those words. Too much weight. Ruining the aesthetic. Can't have her in the photo. 24 people heard it. Some looked uncomfortable. A few exchanged glances, but no one said anything. Except my Aunt Linda, my father's sister, who'd always been the rebel in the family. She was a size 16, successful architect, never married, didn't care what anyone thought. "That's incredibly cruel, Patricia," she said quietly. "Claire is your daughter." "I'm being practical," my mother replied. "The card represents our family. We want it to look good." "Claire is part of this family." "Of course she is, but she understands. Don't you, Claire?" Everyone looked at me, waiting for me to agree, to accept my exclusion gracefully. I stood up. "Actually, I don't understand. I understand that you've spent my entire life telling me my body is wrong, that I'm not good enough, that Olivia is the acceptable daughter and I'm the embarrassment. But I don't understand how a mother can tell her daughter she's too fat for a family photo." "Claire, don't be dramatic," my father said. "I'm not being dramatic. I'm being honest. For 33 years, you've made me feel like I don't belong in this family because of how I look. And now you're literally excluding me from the family Christmas card because of my size." "You have to admit you've gained weight over the years," my mother said defensively. "I weigh exactly the same as I did at 18, I said. "I'm a size 6. I run a wellness company with 1 million app users. I'm healthy, successful, and happy. But none of that matters to you because I'm not a size 0 like Olivia." Olivia looked uncomfortable. "Claire, I didn't know they were going to—" "This isn't about you," I said. "This is about parents who value appearance over everything else, who've spent my entire life making me feel worthless because I didn't look the way they wanted." I grabbed my coat. "Enjoy your perfect Christmas card. I won't be at your Christmas party this year. I'm done pretending this is normal." I left, drove back to Boston with my Aunt Linda following me. We got coffee and talked for 2 hours. "I should have said something years ago," she admitted. "I watched them treat you differently your whole life. It was wrong. I'm sorry." "It's not your fault." "But I enabled it by staying silent." She paused. "For what it's worth, I'm proud of you. Your business, your health, your confidence. You built something amazing despite them, not because of them." "Thank you." "And Claire? I saw the women's health announcement. I know about the cover. January issue, right?" I nodded. She smiled. "Your mother is going to lose her mind when she sees it." "I know." "Good. Letter." The next 3 weeks passed quickly. Bennett Wellness had our end-of-year celebration. My team of 47 coaches gathered in Boston to celebrate an incredible year. We'd changed over 1 million lives. The acquisition had made several of my early employees wealthy. We were expanding internationally. I was living my dream. Without my parents' support. Without their approval. My mother called 6 times trying to convince me to come to the Christmas party. "Claire, you're being ridiculous. It's just a Christmas card. Don't let this ruin the holidays." "You ruined the holidays when you told me I was too fat for the family photo." "I never said fat." "You said I'd gained too much weight and would ruin the aesthetic. That's the same thing, Mom." She hung up. December 23rd arrived. The women's health issue hit stands that morning. By noon, my phone was exploding. Texts from friends, former classmates, colleagues, clients. OMG, you're on the cover of Women's Health! Claire, I just bought the magazine. You look amazing! Cover story, $12 million. You're incredible! The article was 6 pages. It covered my childhood, my struggle with my mother's criticism, my education, the founding of Bennett Wellness, the acquisition, my philosophy of health without shame. There was a quote from one of my clients. Claire saved my life. I'd been on diets for 40 years. She taught me I could be healthy and happy without hating my body. And there were photos. Me in the gym, lifting weights. Me with my team. Me in my office. All of them showing a strong, confident, successful woman. That evening was my parents' annual Christmas party. 50 guests, catered food, live pianist, everything elegant and perfect. I wasn't planning to go, but at 6 p.m. my Aunt Linda called. Claire, I bought 10 copies of the magazine. I'm bringing them to the party. You should be there when your mother sees it. Linda, you've spent your whole life letting them make you feel small. Tonight, let them see how big you've actually become. Not in size, in success, in impact, in worth. She was right. I drove to Greenwich, arrived at 7 p.m. wearing a fitted black dress that showed exactly how healthy and strong I was. My mother answered the door. Her face went tight when she saw me. Claire, I didn't think you were coming. Changed my mind. I walked in. 50 people were already there. Same crowd as always. Wealthy neighbors, country club friends, business associates. Everyone was admiring the Christmas cards displayed on the mantel. The perfect family, the perfect aesthetic. Without me. At 7:30, my Aunt Linda arrived. She was carrying a shopping bag. She walked straight to the center of the room and pulled out a magazine. Held it up so everyone could see. Women's Health, January issue. My face on the cover, arms strong, smile confident. The headline clearly visible. Has everyone seen this? Linda announced. Claire Bennett, on the cover of one of the biggest health magazines in the country. The room went silent. My mother's champagne glass shattered on the marble floor. Linda pulled out magazines, passing them around. Let me read this headline. Claire Bennett, how this former plus-size woman built a $12 million wellness empire. People grabbed magazines, flipping through the 6-page spread about my childhood and creating Bennett Wellness, now with over 1 million app users. Claire, why didn't you tell us? My mother whispered. I did tell you, Mom. You said I was helping other fat people accept themselves and that I should focus on real weight loss instead. I didn't mean... Yes, you did. Every comment about my weight. Every time you chose Olivia over me. 2 months ago, you told me I was too fat to be in the family Christmas card. You said I'd ruin the aesthetic. Gasps filled the room. My mother's face burned red. But I'm a size 6. I'm healthy. I run 3 miles every morning. I've built a company that's helped over 1 million people develop healthier relationships with their bodies. I held up a magazine. This talks about growing up with a mother who valued appearance over everything, who put me on diets at 16. Olivia was crying now. Health isn't a size, I continued. Success isn't determined by how you look in a Christmas card, and my worth has nothing to do with whether my mother approves of my body. Claire, this isn't the time or place, my father tried. This is exactly the time, Dad. You've made me feel like I didn't belong my entire life. I held up the magazine. Here's what I became instead. A CEO, a cover model, a woman who helps others break free from the shame you've inflicted on me. One of my mother's friends spoke up. Patricia, is this true? You excluded Claire from the Christmas card because of her weight? My mother's face crumpled. We wanted it to look cohesive. She wanted it to look thin, I corrected. Because in this family, thin equals valuable. My cousin Emma hugged me. I'm so sorry, Claire. We all should have said something. Others nodded. Some looked at my parents with clear disapproval. Olivia finally spoke through tears. Claire, I'm so sorry. I've known how they treated you differently our whole lives. I benefited from it. I should have stood up for you. You still can, I said quietly. She turned to our mother. Mom, what you did was cruel. Claire is amazing, successful, healthy, kind. You excluded her from a family photo because she doesn't look the way you want? That's not okay. It's never been okay. My mother sobbed. I didn't mean to hurt you, Claire. You wanted a perfect family photo, and I ruined it by existing in a body you don't approve of. I set the magazine down. But I don't need your approval anymore. I've built a life I'm proud of. I help people every day. I've achieved things you can't comprehend. And I did it all while you were telling me I wasn't good enough. Linda put her arm around me. Claire has more covers coming. People Magazine, Good Morning America. She's being recognized for her impact. My mother stared at the magazine. You sold your company for $12 million? I sold it to scale nationally and help more people. I'm still CEO. I own 40% equity. And yes, I'm financially secure for life. One of my father's business associates spoke up. Patricia, David, I've known Claire since she was a little girl. She's brilliant and accomplished. You should be celebrating her, not excluding her. Others murmured agreement. My mother reached for me. Claire, please, I'm sorry. You didn't want to understand. You wanted me to fit your idea of what a daughter should look like. And when I didn't, you made sure I knew I was a disappointment. I picked up my coat. Enjoy your Christmas party. Enjoy your perfect Christmas card. But don't expect me to keep showing up so you can make me feel small. I'm done. Linda walked out with me. In the driveway, Olivia ran after us. Claire, wait. I want to make this right. I've been complicit. You're my sister and I love you and I should have defended you. Start by having your own relationship with Mom and Dad, I said. Stop letting them use you as a weapon against me. I will. I promise. She hugged me. I'm proud of you. I always have been. That was 7 weeks ago. The women's health cover went viral. Bennett Wellness saw a 300% increase in app downloads. My parents sent handwritten apologies. I haven't responded. Olivia and I have been texting. She's in therapy now. I realized they damaged me too, she said. They made my worth about my appearance. Linda became my biggest champion, sharing my articles and promoting Bennett Wellness everywhere. Some families can't celebrate you until the world does it first, she said. That says everything about them and nothing about you. People ask if I'll reconcile with my parents. Here's what I know. My parents had 33 years to value me. They excluded me from a family photo because my body ruined their aesthetic. I didn't humiliate them. Their cruelty humiliated them when exposed. I'm 33. I've built a company that helps people break free from shame. I'm on magazine covers because I'm successful and changing lives. And I'm free. Free from the belief that my worth is determined by my dress size. Free from needing my parents' approval. Free from the shame I carried for decades. If your family makes you feel like your body is wrong, know this. Your body is not the problem. Their values are. Health comes in different sizes. Success isn't measured by appearance. Your worth has nothing to do with fitting someone else's aesthetic. Build your life anyway. Pursue your dreams anyway. Succeed anyway. Not to prove them wrong, but to prove yourself right. You are enough, exactly as you are, right now, today. And anyone who can't see that doesn't deserve a place in your life, not even if they're family.